Joining us now, John Pawlak, Product Development Manager for Valent. John, how does Valent recommend that growers develop a full weed management plan?
Well, Chip, we really want to start out with a season-long integrated approach that begins with a clean field, whether that's from a fall burn down or tilling the soil prior to planting. The first herbicide step is really a strong pre-emergence, multi-effective mode of action compound, such as Fierce XLT, or Fierce MTZ. Something that's going to help control Palmer amaranth and water hemp, again, with 2 effective modes of action most of the way through the season. Step number 2, especially if you're using 30-inch beans, is to have an overlapping residual. So going over the top with something like Perpetuo Herbicide that will give that residual a boost up the canopy is really an important part of a season-long weed control program.
Excellent. Okay, so now optimize it for us. What practices would you recommend to growers for that optimal weed management?
In terms of optimizing the system, using a full labeled rate based on the weed spectrum and the soil type is always very, very important. And then in terms of optimization, that post-residual application really should be applied right as the pre is beginning to break and you're starting to get some palmer and water hemp coming up through the canopy. Optimal time is to hit them when they're about 2 inches in height. And that's, again, with something like Perpetuo that gives you that overlapping residual applied with your burn down. Perpetuo can be applied in an Extend system. It can be applied in an Enlist system or a Liberty system, so it's pretty flexible on what system you can use it in. And each of those systems really need a strong overlapping residual.
Right. Got to commit to the plan there. No question about it. Where do we go for more information?
Valent.com.
Excellent. Thank you, John. That is John Pawlak, Product Development Manager for Valent.